Ми тут є в Америці, в штат Аризона, на Ben Avery Shooting Range. Будемо бачити тут, як стріляємо на Winter Range американський Colt Gattling Gun.
You get to sit down to shoot this one. It's the easiest gun out here to shoot. You don't have to pick it up. There's no recoil, and somebody else is going to clean it. Everything you wanted in a black powder weapon. So what happens is, a little bit of instruction, you can put your left hand on either that handle or this elevating wheel. Your right hand goes on the crank. Now the reason you're doing this is, after about your 5th shot, you're not going to be able to see what you're shooting at from the smoke. We have this pin inside here, which is an oscillating device. It will oscillate the gun a little bit this way. At this range back there, it'll cover a width of 20 feet. 500 yards cover about 60 feet wide, which is the width of an attacking company. Crank goes clockwise. Go ahead and crank it so you can see what it feels like. Right, now see how that's moving from side to side? Yes. It's just a little bit here. You can go faster if you want. Either way, it'll handle it.
But
not backwards. It won't handle it. It doesn't put them back in the magazine. Okay? We're using the 40-round magazine, which is the first magazine they came out with. We have your 25 rounds in here. They quit using this fairly soon. The problem was the original cartridge was made out of copper. This magazine is time-consuming, a little difficult to load. They would be preloaded and put in the limber whenever they went out in the field. In a matter of a couple of days, they'd be covered in green verdigris, and they'd be in the gun. So they came up with another idea where you can load directly from the boxes into the gun. Magazine in. There's no spring in this. It's all gravity. You guys crank too fast. On the early guns, it's kind of hard to do. They start to fall and they fall crooked. So you always have somebody tending the magazine, hold it. In the movies, you'll see them shaking it to get it to feed. That's not what they're really doing. If I press on this follower down and then let it go up, down, let it go up, for each shot, you won't have a jam. It takes a while to figure out how to do that.
Well, I'm glad to have you as my left-hand man.
Yes, children, don't try this at home. And it's all set to go. So
okay.
Whenever you want.
Do I have permission to fire?
You have permission to fire, sir.
Okay, roger that. We have permission to fire, guys. Here we go.
First thing, there you go. Okay, go ahead.
Now we're good?
You got it, yep. Woo. It's all gone.
Boom!
Good job.
That was fun.
Good job.
Oh yeah.
I want to do that again.
You can do that for up to 3,000 rounds before the gun overheats.
Okay. And then how long do you have to wait after you expire 3,000 rounds downrange before you can use it again?
If you haven't expired after shooting 3,000 rounds, if you haven't accomplished your mission, you're about ready to die anyway.
Right.
You throw water on it and keep shooting.
Okay, so you go from an air-cooled to a water-cooled. Really?
Really? Yeah. Well, the only incident I have of something like that happening, because here's what'll happen. During Teddy Roosevelt's charge, we had 3 Gattling guns supporting the charge up San Juan Hill.
Cuba?
Yes, in Cuba.
Yeah.
They were 30 caliber smokeless. In the 8.5 minutes it took them to make the charge, they expended together 18,000 rounds in 8.5 minutes. One gun overheated to the point where the round is only halfway in the chamber and it goes off. That sticks a bullet in the chamber. They caught it, whipped it up, split the gun, had to take it back and fix it. So they had already won. They moved the other 2 guns up the hill by hand, took the wheels off, laid them over the old Spanish trenches, which you don't see in the movie. 6 more counterattacks.
Yeah.
Their men were too tired to fight it off, but the Gatling guns held them at bay.
Good thing they had these.
Yes.
Wow. Teddy Roosevelt in Cuba.
Rough
Riders, right?
Rough Riders.
The Rough Riders of Teddy Roosevelt. That's a good story you just heard
Lieutenant
right
Parker
here.
was in charge.
He knows history.
And it was infantry.
Yeah.
The U.S. never put these in the hands of artillery. It's infantry and cavalry.
Yeah.
This gun, the camel gun, the short one, in use by the cavalry, is on a bigger cart with taller wheels, with ammunition chest, no limber, 2 horses, and this sits in the middle on a much lighter mount.
Yeah.
2 guys riding it. You could actually, I haven't read anything on this, but the way it's set up, you could fire while moving.
Wow.
If they were chasing you, and I'd...
Perfect. Perfect.
I got nothing else to do sitting back there.
Yeah.
So hang on.
That's
What?
fantastic. So let me ask you a quick question. Could you have a longer barrel on this? And did they make them longer?
Yes, in fact, this is the rare one. The normal size one is that's a 18-inch barrel. It's
Okay.
a 32-inch barrel. And that's
yeah,
what
that's
we've
what I
had
thought.
out here
That's what
every
I
year.
thought.
It's the first year we've had this one out.
Okay.
It's on a similar size carriage or a much bigger one, but they're all wood usually.
Okay.
Got a seat on it, just like this. Works the same way. Same magazine, same setup. In fact, the internals are interchanged. The only thing different is the barrel and the frame.
Okay. Interesting. Wow.
Now, Gary, my understanding is this is a refurbished original.
Yes, it's got a few original parts on it and a lot of new parts. There's a gentleman who died here recently that specialized in doing that. None of the replica guns I know, except for one, are made like the original was made or will stand up and do what an original gun will do.
Right.
The other 45-70 gun we have, I took possession of in 1991.
Okay.
And up until last year when we quit using it for all these live fire things and switched to this one, we had put a little over 270,000 rounds through that gun. 45-70 black powder.
Wow.
And did not wear out or break a single original part on the gun.
So there you go, folks. The Gattling gun of U.S. history really did work well, and it still does today.
Well, it's sort of like the Maxim. The Ukrainian army today still uses the Maxim machine gun against Russians in the field.
We did a TV show called Deadliest Warrior. There was an episode of Teddy Roosevelt against Lawrence of Arabia. I played Teddy in that. We used our 30 caliber Gatling gun, same model that they had. We were to shoot at multiple moving targets. The Vickers machine gun on a tripod and the Gatling gun. Two-man teams, we had to run up, set up the gun, and begin firing.
Wow.
They pitted those two together because everybody's complaining that the Americans always won in Deadliest Warrior. And I'm telling them, because I'm doing the weapons for all season,
Yeah.
we're going to win again. Don't do, no, that's the gun that replaced the gun. I know, but we just ran the gun up, set it down, opened the boxes, and started firing. They had to run up, set the gun up, put it together.
Very
They opened fire. I'm firing at a maximum rate of 800 rounds a minute.
Right.
I could fire slower if I wanted to. Their maximum rate is about 550, 450 rounds a minute.
Quite a delta.
The other problem was the gun on the tripod, as it's firing, is sinking into the ground. They had a jam, they had to clear it. I had a jam. I opened this up, put the jam bolt in line with it, pulled that bolt out, threw it on the ground, closed it back up, and continued firing with the other 9 barrels.
Wow.
We averaged 26 hits. We had the fastest time. We each had 250 rounds ammo.
Yeah.
We averaged 26 hits on each of our targets. They averaged 7. So it's not
cow,
that
that's
it
a
was
big
a better gun. It was cheaper to build, easier to maintain, and you're not standing up firing it in front of the enemy.
Wow. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's been
Thank
awesome
you.
To meet you and participate in this.
Well,
Thank
good
you,
job.
Gary. Appreciate it.
Followed instructions well.
Hey, let me ask you, you came here for the shoot. Where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from San Diego, California, retired military, and I am a role player for Hollywood movies. Wannabe.
You what? And obviously you enjoy the firearms and you came out here to experience shooting a real live Gatling gun.
Absolutely. I've always had a keen sense of interest in Western arms, and finally, ever since I retired from the military, I'm able to get into it now. You know.
Well, this is the
great.
place, the Winter
Best
Range.
place.
Well,
Thanks again.
All right, thank you,
keep showing
gentlemen.
up because we use the 1917 water cooled now, and I'm working on my Russian.